Boshy 100%. Bye.
Okay, good.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
You should give us this button, but oh well.
Okay. So this is Boshy. I think a lot of people in chat know this game
Good
already.
statement.
I also see that the Frank Cafe's integration has already happened. Oh boy, that's a nice mistake. I wanted to play it safe. So yeah, it's like a minor time loss. This is just a 2D platformer. Based on I want to be the guy. So it's pretty difficult. I hopefully make it look easy. The definition of 100% is pretty much collect all the chests. There's not much else to it. It's not a requirement to beat all the bosses, but you kinda have to do it anyway. Except for one, which I can't really skip because I set it as a donation incentive and it got met. So yeah, we're gonna see every single boss in this game today. And what I just unlocked does pretty much nothing for the start. It makes me 10% more awesome, which kind of allows me to catch Ghastly in World 3, which is nice, because that pretty much helps a lot against certain bosses. This run is a bit more slow-paced than the any percent run because there's a lot of chest opening animations, but that's not too bad. It's pretty... like, you can save frames everywhere by reloading on time, but that's not really something I wanna do. I haven't missed a really long time. That's just the setup for this. Pretty easy. This is the audio mixer. It can do annoying stuff, which I can show off in a minute. Like, you can speed up the music. You can also slow it down, but it's usually just an annoying tool that I'm not going to use too much throughout the run, because I really think it's probably the most annoying thing in this game. So yeah. You might be wondering why I'm not playing as actually Boshy, but a blue something with a rocket launcher and a jetpack. The reason is, if you play on 100%, you don't have any characters unlocked, except for the one that are unlocked from the start. And normal Boshy's bullets are tiny. It's really hard to hit bosses with it and stuff like that. So this is like the next best alternative. There's Nyan Cat, who has bigger bullets than this guy. However, Nyan Cat has a terrible model. Like, the hitbox is in the middle of the model, which is really hard to play with. That was stage 1. Now, the first boss. And I already messed up. It's probably better that I died. Probably faster. The bosses in this game have a lot of quick kills and stuff. You have to move optimally, shoot. Like, mashing is of the essence. You have to have good mashing to run this game pretty much. Don't worry, like, this boss is probably one of the harder ones actually in speedrun to pull off correctly. The difficulty curve in this game is all over the place. I didn't get the quick kill, that's bad. She was surprised to die earlier. Now there's this bullet hell I have to survive. And I died. That's a really bad start to a run. This jump is really hard. It looks easy, but the only reason runners take the save before it is because of that jump. They don't take the save because of this boss, funnily enough. Dying to the boss is a reset. Dying to the jump before it is usually accepted in a run, unless it hits like 5 times. You will see a lot of references to stuff that was pretty hype a couple of years ago. You will see like Rickroll, Chocolate Rain, stuff like that. The maker of this game is called Solgren, which is Danish oatmeal. He likes to meme. Like, this game is full of memes. They're just outdated because this game released in 2010. Nice, first try gate jump. That's usually a problem for me. I'm gonna just unlock stuff. I'm not gonna switch characters until later. Different characters have like different bullet sizes, different height the bullets spawn at, but all have the same hitbox. It's always a triangle that you know and love. Let's see. World 2 is pretty straightforward. There's not too much to talk about, just basic platforming. This game is also full of trolls and traps and triggers that just kill you If you don't know about them, it's pretty much guaranteed kills. I messed that up. I shouldn't have reloaded though. Reload there is any percent muscle memory. You can get a chest where the spike flies up. But we just go up here safe and then get the chest, because it's faster. This is another item that's just going to be useful later. Seems to be a theme in this game. Also, I saved in a terrible spot. Should be fine though. These clouds bounce. You actually have to keep your second jump ready, because the last cloud kills you. I missed a quick kill. If you hit Draco twice at the start, you can quick kill him, which saves like 8 seconds or something. Unfortunately, it's really difficult to get in 100%. In 80% with Dark Boshy, it's very, very easy and almost impossible to screw up. I survived the RNG, so that's good. Alright, if he's like transparent like that, you can't hit him anymore. You gotta notice he survives with 1 HP now at the right side. And it takes forever to fall down. If I would have gotten him twice, he would have died on the floor, which would have been really fast. That bridge I just jumped through is actually pretty dangerous. If you jump through it in a weird way, you can get soft locked in it and you have to reload. And then you have to fight Draco again, which is like a major time waste. The RNG high, the jump height of that guy is RNG. If he does a third jump combo, I have to like slow down. Luckily he's cooperating. I'm setting up a safe jump here because it's fast. Usually that Waddle D or Waddle Do or whatever it is, it's supposed to destroy the gate, but we can just safe jump over it. Safe jumping is quite the big theme in this game. It's used a lot. I died. I knew that was bad. But that gap looks pretty big, but it's actually really tiny. Your hitbox is larger than it looks like on this character. There we go. And hitboxes in this game are pretty broken. When I say pretty, I mean really. You pretty much die to nothing a lot of times. I'm probably gonna complain about that a bit more later, so stay tuned. I'm not gonna do Kirby skips, don't ask. It's not worth it in 100%. In 80%,
Come on,
yes.
saves 3 seconds.
It takes like 5 seconds to get it first try. If you die, you lose like 15. And it's double.
But it's the time saver.
There's no setup for it. Whatever. That was a spider, the second one of the game. There's a bunch of them. I'm not going to tell you where they are. That would ruin the fun. That went well. That was actually a decent world too. Now to the mini boss, Kingdy. It's like a Simon Says. You can 3-cycle this, but it's really precise. And because we are not Dark Boshy, it's even worse. Let's see if I can get this. Nah, that's not gonna happen. You cannot do no mistakes for the entire time. And if you are like Roderick, there's a frame or two on your maximum jump height where you shoot over him, which is absolutely stupid and really ruins your damage. Because you can only shoot 5 bullets at a time. And if they fly over him, they have to go all the way back to the end of the screen to disappear. That was DD. I'm pausing the game here seemingly to rewrite my controls. There's a glitch in this game called double shot. If you shoot and press a directional arrow key, like a directional movement key, in the same frame, you shoot 2 bullets at once. Luckily for us, you can totally abuse that by just binding it to the same button. Like I bind the down button to shoot button, basically. And now I shoot 2 bullets at a time. Still limited to 5 bullets on the screen. But yeah, the first 2 are always double shots, which helps a lot against bosses. Wow, that was really close. The bosses are mainly just learning. Not a lot of them are RNG dependent. Also, there's a lot of rain. I don't usually have that. That's real. The fights end really early because quick kills. He's like supposed to do a huge Hadouken wave there, then throw some cars and stuff. But we want none of that. Nice double zoom. now we are gonna catch Ghastly, so getting the first secret in the first world was actually worth it. Ghastly shoots one bullet every 60 frames, which is once every 1.2 seconds. For most bosses it's pretty non-important, like really useless. But there are some bosses that it massively benefits from. This world is obviously based on Cheetah Man, and it's also one of the harder worlds in 100%, because one crucial save point got removed, because we are playing on hard-on mode. I'll probably explain why. Any percent is played on average mode, because the community kind of decided on that. It's not really any percent, but people call it like that because it's the most played category. 100% you have to unlock every character, and to unlock Sonic, you have to play on hard-on mode. So, can I do this? That's nice. This is a nice CD. Someone asked Nubis to sing Rickroll earlier. There you go. I'm not gonna leave the CDs on for that long. This room has the worst hitboxes, by the way. Like, you randomly die sometimes. It was nice though, and this is complete RNG. The 3 Cheetah Man combo completely ruined some runs, either by bad RNG or by shitty hitboxes on the second room. That went fast. Good world 3. On this room, the red ball mirrors your movement, so if it touches the spike, you die. If you touch the red ball, you die. Like, you die no matter what happens there. Okay, this is a pretty serious boss, if I could get up there. It's Mario. That's a really good kill for this. I hope I can get it. Oh shit, I missed it. I didn't turn around, which happens sometimes. My way of doing this fight is completely unusual. My hand movement is pretty crazy during it. Wow. I usually don't miss this quick kill at all. It's pretty unfortunate. He froze below me. That's the stupidest glitch in the entire game. I hate it. If you jump over him in a certain way or something, he freezes. There we go. That took way too long. If you don't quick kill him, he jumps up out of the screen and disappears for like 20 seconds. So getting this quick kill is pretty important. Also, we are doing the Mario. Or not, I don't know. You have to mash a lot here, especially because you have smaller bullets. It can happen that an enemy gets through and then he can easily screw you over. Uh-oh. Okay. So a fun fact here. Everything in this fight kills you except these Yoshi eggs, which is completely irrelevant, but it's some kind of a meme in our community. Also, I missed the first shot, so this might be bad. Okay, that was pretty close. World 4. I'm doing it wrong actually, doesn't really matter. You remember this probably from 80%, it's completely skipped. In 100%, it's almost completely skipped. We have to pick up the secrets, which, luckily for us, are placed really well for the script to still be relevant. I think this one is kinda difficult, it's pretty far away. This is a terrible cycle. I'm gonna take it though. Take it slow. Oh no. No, come on, I saved it and then that happens. That is complete RNG.
Shout outs to hitboxes.
That is, if you get stuck there or not, it's completely RNG. You can do nothing to, like, I don't know. It's just stupid. I did not deserve to die there. I even did the proper backup strat. But I died to a spike that I basically didn't even touch. Come on. Thank you. So now we are doing the usual world force game. Instead of doing the frame perfect jump, we're going down here. Which is really nicely placed because the timer is up here. And now we can just do the world force skip. Just as usual. Nice. First try. That jump is really precise. So it's nice that I first tried it. Now the only thing left is not dying to the boss, or I have to do it again. The boss is very, very easy. But this is a marathon. You never know. It has no RNG in it in a speedrun. So I shouldn't die. You just hold right until you reach the boss portal. The logic for some reason extends infinitely vertically, so you can touch it from wherever as long as you go far enough right. This is Biolante. It's something from Godzilla. I have terrible damage, but it doesn't matter. Maybe it does matter. Oh boy. If you mute the sound here, you skip a cutscene, because apparently the game is set to loading World 5 when the music ends, but if it doesn't even load, that's pretty much a free win. This jump is really precise. And okay, I didn't get the landing. You could say I could have just fallen straight down, but that's not how this game works. If you fall straight down next to a spike, facing your back to it, you die. As I said, I'm gonna complain a lot. World 5 is the barrio world. Not much to say, it's one of the more optimized platforming wise. I'm gonna take it a little slow here. There's not a lot to it, it's just basic platforming, there's not really any gimmicks or anything. This part is pretty dangerous. Sometimes. Sometimes you I just die there 5 times in a row for absolutely no reason. Like, I don't know why. But I did it first try, so that's good. This part is pretty easy. Oops. I was supposed to double jump. These are you bounce off these guys. If you hold jump, you bounce off them higher, I think. Oh, because I died there, I actually have to pay attention now. Like, usually the ghost is down there from chasing me earlier, but because I had to reload, it comes from the other screen. And it actually kills you when you just walk left. The cake is a lie. I haven't heard that one before. Okay, this is actually a difficult jump. Okay, that is really good. Also, that's Dr. Doom screaming finger laser. I don't know. Yeah. This game's pretty random. Oh! I jumped before I collected the Punisher. It usually doesn't happen. Dude, again? Please. I'm getting the hard part down. Clearing the first one and getting over the spike is the hard part. Damn it. It's hard to manipulate this stone like I usually do. Because you have to double jump to save at the start. In 8% you can single jump and hit it with it's one of your huge bullets. I'm gonna go for a really fast strat here, which is probably not gonna work, but I want to try it at least once. I didn't get it. I got it! Wow. And then I died, because I was busy getting out ghastly.
Fast cycle.
That is a really precise fast cycle, I'm not gonna go for it again. Instead I have to do this. I'm not used to getting that early cycle, so I only jump once, because I usually only jump once and falling down. Sonic. This is one of the most hated bosses in this game by casual players. It's ridiculously difficult. Basically, this phase, you have to control him. Preferably, for me, in a U shape. The problem is, Robotnik shoots bombs. I would even go as far as to say the bombs are really boss fight. Like, controlling Sonic is really easy. If it wasn't for the bombs, they basically mess up the movement. I'm gonna play it super safe. Nice. If you are practicing him more and more, you get really consistent at that fight, no matter what Robotnik does. The good thing is you can read Twitch chat during the chest breaks. Maybe that's a good thing. There's this famous eyeball trigger here, which is really precise. But a guy called Illusion kind of invented or reinvented the strat where you moonwalk towards the trigger to make it less precise. Also that was stupid. That's something you should never die to. But basically this game has acceleration, so but if you turn around out of a moonwalk, you don't have to accelerate again, which is a big benefit. Come on, get this again. Please. This is unfortunate. You're not going far enough out, even close. I was afraid of this happening. It's like, you go out too short and then you overcompensate. That happens to pretty much everyone. Because you're just getting in a rush to get it. Also, this gate jump is really difficult. It's in a really stupid position. I wish someone would find a good setup for this. It's probably harder than the eyeball for me. Let's see. Come on! During practice I first tried it every run. There we go. Let's hope I don't die again. There we go. You're supposed to go left here to get a secret, but you can get that secret in a different way, which is much, much faster, much less dangerous. I say too far left anyway. Okay. Basically, you just jump into this wall, and then this happens. It's weird. Then you go a screen left and go a screen right, and suddenly you are completely elsewhere. There's a secret. If you continue going right here, the screen loops endlessly. Which is probably why that glitch works the way it does. That you can get to that screen from the other side. Alright. Let's go! Let's go. There's a bunch of jump scares left, don't worry guys. If you don't know this game, you want to scare a bit more. This world is pretty boring outside of the first screen. Like the eyeball jumps, like the gate into the eyeball jumps, like the only hard part. And now for my least favorite part. I hate this part. Actually, I'm just gonna grab this chest first, which is a character we are actually gonna use. Isn't that great? But we're gonna use him later. We have to do Pokemon World. And we can't hit any saves, because we still want to do the Gradius skip, which saves around 2.5 minutes. So you have to do this entire world without saving, which is pretty chokeable. By pretty, I mean really. You have to do like this ledge jump here, which is just trial and error. There's Bomberman. Nice, first try.
Very nice.
It's a major choke spot. Now for the Gradius skip. I made a backup save in case I miss it. I might actually get it as a front rig. Not going for it. We are switching characters. See, his bullets spawn really high, and they are really big. Missing the radius given Ryu is close to impossible. I could probably have went for it with Roderick. I really didn't want to soft lock. And now we switch to Simon. The reason for that is pretty stupid. Someone told me his bullets spawn farther away than from other characters. I think that's not true, but I got so used to platforming with this model in World 7 and 8 that I kinda can't switch back. This is the first big RNG obstacle, and this is already bad RNG that I have to drop down. I didn't get instantly killed by the bottom fireball. The position where the fireball spawn is completely random, and the way they are angled upwards by flying upwards is completely random as well. So you have to really get out of the way in both directions usually, like to make sure you're really far away. Even if you jump away, it might be that there's super angle to the left or right, and you still die. Thankfully we have Ghastly. I would not have gotten this quickly without Ghastly. This is the first boss where Ghastly is a huge help. It's really, really hard to not get the quick kill with Ghastly. I forgot to show something off. When you turn on the Rickroll CD, Skeleton King gets mad and shoots random spikes at you. I completely forgot to show that off. Whatever. Yeah, we are getting achievements like Skeleton King speedrun and such. We are pretty much gonna get every single achievement of that because it's a speedrun, so it's fitting. There's a really fast strat coming up here. I hope I can get it. You have to shoot the safe while going as far right as possible. I got it. That's really good. That saves like 4 to 5 seconds. You can't get past this cycle, unfortunately. You have to wait like 10 seconds for the elevator to go up and down. It's pretty unfortunate, but what can you do? Wow. Wow. That is... Wow. This is the place where no one dies, ever. And I died twice. That's just nice. I'm a good player. If you have weak eyesight or something, you should not look now. Like, this can melt your brain because you have no idea what's going on. Basically, it's a screen, it's the screen itself, then the screen rotating left and the screen rotating right, laid over each other, flipping between the views. It's really confusing if you don't know what you're doing, but the platforming on the screen itself is really easy. That was a really costly death. I don't like that. This is another kinda big choke point. Okay. We have to do the same part backwards now to go fast. You can go up here and take a really safe way back, but that is like, I would say, 10 seconds slower maybe. So we are going to do this backwards, and we pretty much did it. Yeah, nice. If you die here, it's pretty much run over. If you die, the count respawns, and you have to lure him from here all the way back to the safe again, and then go back again. I think dying on the backtrack costs like 40 seconds, close to a minute. Nice jump to finisher. Sudden world change. Now we're in the Metal Gear world, which is still World 7. I guess he just ran out of ideas for random world. Like the world before this was just random stuff thrown together. So now he switches to Metal Gear music with Zelda 2 side set. These jumps up here are more difficult than they look. So no reason to die to them that much. Okay, I'm gonna try the fast strat. I usually get it. It's pretty easy. And for this is frame perfect, I'm pretty sure. So this may take a while. The reason I'm touching this wall over and over is to get the line. Like in other I Want to Be the Guy Fang, if you move 3 pixels at a time, unless you're moonwalking or slow walking, so you have to touch walls or move 1 frame at a time to change your line. The way acceleration works in this game, you move at 1 pixel per frame, and then you move for 2 pixels per frame, like for 1 frame each. And then you are at your max speed, The big exception to that is Sonic. Sonic, I don't exactly know how it works, but it's crazy. It's really hard to control. So this pattern depends how fast you load the screen, I think. And I don't know, during practice I got a completely different pattern. And now it was like completely free. I don't know, it's it's a weird game. Wow, nice death. A lot of stuff depends on the global timer, which factors in reloading time. And reloading time is obviously different for pretty much every PC. Nice. This chest is kinda hard to get if you don't know how to do it. Like, it's not easy to figure out or anything. I'm not playing these CDs because I don't like them, in case you're wondering. Nice! I usually die on that jump a bunch, and it hurts twice as much as an 80% because they're safe. What? What happened? That has never happened before. I've never even seen that happen to anyone, ever. Once again, I rebind double shot here. I had to unbind it because it doesn't work for Skeleton King. This is Mega Man. This guy has the most important quick kill in the game. It saves like 30 or 40 seconds. It's pretty important. He sends out his friends to fight you. He comes back after these two are dead. And then if you don't kill him there, he disappears for another like 30 to 40 seconds. You have to get a lot of damage here. And if you don't get him here, you have to do a very precise dodge. Ooh. I don't even try the dodge because I'm not gonna get it anyway. He survives with like 2 HP because I messed up. I missed like 4 shots. Reminder that these are all double shots, so if I miss a bullet that goes past, it's most likely 2 bullets at once. Basically this fight is pretty much only Ringman being difficult in a casual playthrough, but we quick kill Ringman, so he's a non-issue, luckily. I did it again! The same mistake. My timing is off. I want to get him to below 50 HP at the start. It's pretty bad because my matching is not great, but it's usually enough to get the quick kill. Let's hope I can get it now. Also, Bomb Man is RNG. He can sometimes screw you. Like that. He almost killed me. There we go. That took much longer than it should have. We have to do like a frame perfect jump on the left here if you don't kill him. But because you kill him, I can just walk right. Even if you die, you win this fight. World 8. These things have a funny, like, interesting mechanic that's not explained anywhere. If you are moving upwards, they boost your upwards momentum by a lot. But if you're not moving upwards, they basically do nothing. And it's not explained anywhere. Pretty much every single player that plays this game gets completely confused as to what to do with them. Isn't that great game design? And this is a chest that almost everyone gets. Because it kind of looks like this is the intended way to do Go. But it's actually down here. Alright, auto-scroller time. It's pretty boring, simple stuff. But if you die, you'll waste a lot of time, so that hopefully does not happen. That's the first one done. And another one that is even longer and much more difficult. The position of these fire wheels is dependent on the global timer as well, for example. It dictates a lot of stuff in this game. All depending on when you enter the screen, I think. I'm not too sure. Nice. Okay. No choke, maybe, please. Sometimes I go a bit hectic here. Die. I've also missed the save before, which is like extremely stupid of me. You should never risk missing the save and reloading into nothing. I reload to maybe hit the cycle once again. You do that very often in this game. Oh, I didn't hit that.
Risky strats. Saving frames.
You don't really need that save, usually, but this is a marathon run. And this is pretty precise. Okay. It's not over yet. That was way too close. I made it. Hey, it's this room again. I don't know who of you will watch my Camellia 2 run earlier. This screen appeared in that as well. Just in a much easier version. It looks the same, but because of engine differences, this one is much more difficult. This is basically called Good Level Design Room by Soldrin because he wanted to take a he wanted to make a joke of other game makers. They only define their games by difficult platforming. Oops, that's the wrong button. And that was a really good level design room. I only died like 3 times. Time for the other RNG monster in this game. There's only one more after that. This one is extremely bad. It's all pattern until a certain spot, and then it all gets really sketchy. This blood is RNG. Nice. Okay. First trying this boss is the most relieving thing about this run so far. Off to World 9, where we're gonna switch characters again later. I want to get this fast thread. Please jump. One of the most bullshit rooms is this one in the entire game. These hitboxes don't make that much sense. Like this, I should have died. I should 100% have died, but I didn't. Sometimes you fall through them. Sometimes you die even though you bounce perfectly off them. It's disgusting. And this room is mirrored. So you kinda know where you have to go. Which doesn't make it that much easier. Nice. What you have to know is that pretty much every single room in this world is completely glitched. These coin boxes, you can sometimes get stuck in them and slide up them, and then slide up into a spike or something. It's lucky that didn't happen. Okay, this room would be extremely difficult if it wasn't for a nice glitch. And this thing splits up whenever you hit it a bunch of times. This is bad. If you kill 2 of them at the same time, only one of them splits up. You usually get this glitch a lot more with Ryu. I should actually have reloaded and tried again. Not reloading costs time here. You usually get this within like 5 seconds with Ryu. I don't know what went wrong. Probably didn't mesh fast enough or something. Now we are back to Quadric. I really, as I said, I really like his model for speedrunning. I hope the people here don't mind the CD. It's my favorite CD in the game, by far. Oh wow. And it pretty much represents my mindset with this game. What am I doing? That's enough of that CD. It gets pretty annoying after a while. But it displays perfectly what I think of this game. I mean, it's a nice game to speedrun, but it gets really annoying after a while with all the glitches and whatnot. Just like pretty much everyone else sometimes gets tired of their games. These block puzzles, the blocks sometimes don't move when you touch them. Sometimes they move in the opposite direction of where they're supposed to go. Like if you jump up and then your vertical movement changes on the frame you hit the block, it's gonna like fall down right through you, which is just great. because messing up that rune costs a lot of time as well. I didn't hit the save, please be nice. God damn it. This run is bad.
It's so enjoyable.
I got trolled by Ganon. Basically, you want him to spawn low.
Double E array.
If he doesn't spawn low, you have to pretty much reload. That isn't it. Yeah. If I was Dark Boshy, that would have been enough. But I'm not, so there we go. He will basically do nothing now, which is nice. And your face will apparently die.
Face always dies.
The reason this works is Solgrin replaced the boss, which was Bomberman. Why was that sound so high pitched? Whatever. Bomberman was here before Ganon. Then he replaced Bomberman with Ganon, but one of his attacks was really overpowered. So he put in a button to test that attack. It forces Ganon to do that one attack. And then he forgot to put that button out of the game again. So you just basically spam the button, and Ganon does nothing. You can mash him down. It's really uncomfortable doing that while he's high in the air, and it could take forever. That's why you reload when you don't get it. Unfortunately, I didn't hit the save before him, so it cost a bunch of time. This is the most execution-heavy world of the game. If you don't die, there's some shortcuts you can take, which is why I don't reload this chest. Like I hit that button and turned it green down there. So that 3 more walls, like red walls, that get turned off by that button in the world. But if I reload, they get reactivated, and I had to reload. That's unfortunate. That's just a minor time waste, though. That I can't do this job is a major time waste. Nice. So we will see on the next screen there's a red wall on the right that I can't pass. I would have just been able to pass it if I didn't die or reload. It's a bit more important to get that in any percent, for a reason I will explain later. But just know that the last skip, the biggest one, does not exist in 100%, because you are forced to reload at some point. I haven't died there in ages. The movement down there is pretty slow with my strat, but it's pretty consistent, so I'm not gonna complain too much. You can do this like much faster. I just don't want to die. Oh, and now this part. You have to move like pixel perfectly next to the spike. That was really quick. That can take like 10 seconds. You also have to reposition, because you don't want to run into the spike. That jump in the middle of the screen is the hardest in the entire game. Nice. It's very rare that I get that second try. It's very rare that I get it first try though. Oops. This room is RNG. The shurikens from the ceiling spawn randomly. What am I doing? If they are one of the 2 farthest right spawns, you basically die no matter what you do. If it happens to spawn far right at a bad timing. This avoidance is like pretty long usually, but you can do a skip here. If you go fast, you can just jump over this. Usually there's like a bunch more to that fight. Luckily, we don't have to do that because it's actually pretty difficult. I'm gonna do a fast strat here. I'm not gonna take the save. Okay, I got it. And because the second skip at the end of this world doesn't exist, because we have to grab this chest and to get out of this hole, we have to reload. So it wasn't that big of a leader that I in the RNG shuriken room. In 80% that would be a major time loss. In this run it doesn't really matter. Also, the boss of this world can be the biggest time waste, or the biggest... What? Oh my god, I moved the cursor out of the screen at that point. So the game thought the cursor is on that position and killed me. Because the mouse cursor kills you a bit of the game. You kinda have to pay attention to that. I didn't, and I paid for it. That's a nice bullshit death, if I've ever seen one. So this red wall would also be gone if it didn't die up to this point, even any percent. 100% this is always there. It's a really long section. It costs like 20 seconds to do this, instead of just going left. Alright, let's see. Please be nice. I'm not even finding him. Okay, that's like over 5 seconds wasted. We are approaching 10 seconds. Hello? There you go! And it's a bad attack as first. He has like 3, maybe 4 good attacks and 6 bad attacks that he randomly chooses from. He can't do the same attack twice in a row. The chance to get God tier RNG is 1 in 90. That's a smash recover combo that you can kill with. There are only 2 attack combo that you can actually kill with, I think. That is splash, it's really good. It's a short attack that allows for a lot of damage. This attack is decent for damage, but it's RNG heavy. Like this is RNG. Why is the sound so high pitched? Or achievements? I've never seen that before. I don't want to say it again because I just don't want to say it again.
Please.
On this PC I can save hover like 15 seconds faster than I can at home, so only Dark Boshy and Young Cat can do that glitch, which is really nice because playing this world normally is pretty difficult. And luckily we have the Young Cat and unlocked from the start. I got the super jump and messed it up. If you jump on the frame, you touch that snake, you actually do a really high jump. I mean, 80% there's a safe setup for this screen. Oh, the hitbox didn't load. Nice! This game is 10 out of 10. Like, the hitbox of the raid guy just doesn't load sometimes. That was my fault. Admittedly, the first time I should have made it. There we go. Hit the save. This world is pretty easy overall. At least on average mode. I told another runner that I'm gonna try a really difficult fast strat that takes 1.5 seconds. But if I die to it, it costs like 20 seconds hard on mode. So I'm kinda gonna back out of that. What? That should have worked. Also, this is normal Boshy. You're gonna see him for a bit. Because I really like seeing my hitbox on this save. This save is like 5 screens long or something. This world has a lot of removed saves. Like there's like 1 more on this screen and 2 more on the next screen that just aren't there. So this can waste a lot of time. I thought I jumped too high. It was fine though. If you shoot these blocks at the side there, you get an extra jump. Like they just make you jump. Here's a fast shot. You can shoot this red block by falling down and get up without landing. Are you kidding me? I did that jump too good, so I shot over the red block. That is pretty... I don't know what to say about that. I guess annoying.
I have a couple of donations up here. I don't know if they've already been read.
I haven't. At least during this run, nothing has been read.
There was $10 from Awesome AL. Greetings from your German buddies. Good luck with your run, BBF. Don't be so nervous. And another $10 from Royce. Hey BBF, my BFF. Sorry about any confusion with my last donation earlier. Show these kids how it's done. No pressure.
It's fine, Royce. Even the people, the tech crew here, wrote my name wrong on the overlay at the start. I had to scream at them. So I excuse that mistake of you earlier. Shots fired.
Shots taken.
Finally. Nice. What was that sound? That was really loud. I don't know if you heard that on stream, but something fell or some... I don't know. It was really loud. Safe jumping. Even if you mess up that safe jump in a run, you can just safe hover up. Doesn't really matter. That's World 11 done. On to the final path. Nice Terranigma music. It's so fitting, and it has a great 3D effect in the background, or in the even the foreground. Just look at this. High level production value right here. If only the rest of the game was this good. Don't get me wrong, it's a really nice game. You should definitely play it, unless you get frustrated very easily. The first playthrough makes it seem like a terrible, difficult game. So a lot of runners don't, like a lot of people don't even consider running this, because it's so difficult on the first playthrough, but the speedrun is actually pretty simple. There's not a lot of speed strats you have to learn, it's just playing through the game cautiously by skipping a bunch of shit, which is kinda easy. Not too, like it takes like 10 minutes of practice to get the skips down. Also there's a final boss in any percent. It's not the final boss in 100%, because we have to do some extra stuff afterwards. Like collecting secrets we didn't get and stuff. You can one-cycle this, I didn't even get close. It's highly dependent on where the orbs spawn and what order they go in. If you don't get good orb spawns, it's almost always impossible. I would say the orb spawns give it like a 25% chance of you having a chance at getting it. That was sketchy. I thought the other orb was going to go first. He has a lot of HP left. That's a bit scary. Okay. Okay, he's dead. He has 0 HP, but he still survives until the Gradius part. RNG, please. Good RNG. I hope Shang doesn't want to have his revenge for earlier. He gave me good RNG earlier. Let's see. Please, no Killerino. God damn it, that was close. That was close. If you hit this healing, you die. So, that was much closer than it should have been. The problem with that is if the blood forces you off the platform, it kinda messes up my timing. And Sonic again, everyone's favorite boss. I'm not doing manly strats, because I really don't want to die here. Last part before the fight ends. First try Sogrin, that's good. Alright. That's most of the game done. Unfortunately, we have to skip the credits. We cannot listen to the credits song because it's like 3 minutes long. It's really good, but unfortunately we can't. We have to go fast. Defeating Sogrin unlocks the boss rush, which is pretty irrelevant for this run. It also unlocks the prize room, where you can unlock some characters. Catchy music. ESA 15. Now you can check out how much I died on the homepage sogrin.org. Just by looking up that name. ESA 15. I should have turned on the death counter before the run. Honestly, I didn't really think about it, because I usually never do it. It's probably like 70-ish. I would have to guess. Sonic, it's time to go fast. Literally.
We weren't going fast.
This run, like this character, breaks the game. And this platform is on because I got the legendary secret. Oh, I didn't get the jump. For some reason I do that mistake way more than I should. Jumping before I land, especially with Sonic.
Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rupees. It's yours, my friend.
Sorry for not doing the voiceover, I usually do. I just didn't feel like it. Some people are going to be disappointed now. Oh wow. As you see, this game has it all, even Mario World. That was pretty slow. I messed up the jumps. That's the backtrack to World 1 done. Now we go back to World 3. I'm pretty happy I can teach Twitch chat during this part. I'm wondering what you're gonna do. Also boing. These companion cube blocks, they appear when I collected the cake in World 5. So it's pretty much impossible to not backtrack in this game, you just have to do it. And now for the best word in the game, right? Just in TV. I'm just gonna relax here for a second. And see what Twitch chat does with this. I can't stay here for a while. I have to wait for the chat to scroll up. There we go. You guys deliver. I think it's about time to go up. Nope, a little bit too early, doesn't matter. So Kappa is a pretty popular emote, right? I got it and I didn't take the chance. Please. Now, there we go. I was really incentive to fight this boss, and I'm gonna do it, but first I have to get this chest for meme purposes. I hope I don't die here, practice this a bit. Thank you for donating for this incentive. This is really great. I could have gotten a custom character that's Frankazi, but I didn't really want to use a custom character in this run, because that would make it invalid, kinda. So we have to do with Kappa. Dude, I died.
Get more Kappa even.
The chat in the background goes apeshit if you die to Kappa. It also goes apeshit if you win. So I don't know how I even died. There's like a certain pattern I usually do, but I messed it up. And this fight is almost entirely pattern. I don't know why I died to it so much. RNG! MV game. There was a lot of MV game in there. Nice! Look at this chat. I like how the walking animation of Kappa. And now for the last backtrack of the run. What's my time at? Okay. That's pretty bad. I didn't expect it to be quite this bad, but apparently it is. You could theoretically do this part without Sonic, get here earlier, but it's actually a very difficult part of the game to do without Sonic. With Sonic you can just skip most of it, because he's going really fast. Like this part is usually pretty RNG heavy, and this other character can't jump on the screen, you have to walk past these guards, which is really, really RNG heavy. Okay. I'm gonna speed up the song here, but this is the only song that sounds good when it's sped up. Get ready for the bass drop. I can't even do the tornadoes. This one is confirmed not sub 1 hour. What? It's the easiest part of the fight. There we go. This fight is really difficult. Probably why the main reason why 100% is really unpopular. Drop the bass. Enough of that. It's the only song that actually sounds better, like kinda better when sped up. Completely horrendous. The dogs that destroyed this platform are RNG, like the speed they go at, so the platform is pretty much random that you get for the fight. I probably can't do this. Actually I can, from the looks of it. Yep. That's the hardest part done. The bees. There's probably gonna be a bunch of bee puns. Who knows? This part is pretty RNG heavy. The UFO speed is random. And I think how many spawn as well. Okay, now for the final part. It's not over yet. The happy music is a decoy. We all know there are 3 cheetah men. I have first tried this in all my runs today. I should be able to do it again, hopefully. There's only one difficult part actually, this part. These tornadoes. Okay, that was real RNG. I messed up. Don't die. That was a bit scarier than it's supposed to be. But yeah, that's the 100% run basically. I have to wait for the chest to come down before it's over. Not too bad of a run. I think if I wouldn't have fought Kappa, it could have been sub 1 hour. So, you guys made me miss my estimate. Is my estimate even still 1 hour? Yeah, that's too bad. That is over 10 minutes slower than my PB, but it's... Boshy is a very difficult no reset run. How many deaths? 103. That's a lot. Alright, there's another donation incentive, which is doing a true any percent run, also known as wrong war percent. Can I restart the timer for that? No. Can you reset the timer? Alright. We are gonna break this game. I didn't rebind my controls. I'm gonna have to do that anyway. Let's just do it like this. So Sonic completely tears this game apart for the most part. Like, you can do skip world 1 basically, doing this. I'm playing with standard controls right now, which I never do. Let's hope everything goes right. Wow. I don't know how that didn't push me down. So we are saving here. Now we are switching to Dark Boshy. And we are rewinding my controls. This, and actually we do this. No, this. Not knowing what to do for the win. So basically this game has a nice glitch. If you save and reload on the same frame, the game updates your X and Y positions, but it doesn't update the world you're in. So we're gonna abuse that. Hopefully first try. Good. Basically my goal is to get into the boss rush early to unlock the... I messed that up. Please don't die. Okay. And we want to get into the boss rush early to unlock the social portal. Too bad. I actually didn't practice this because it's usually easy. I'm not gonna do it again. It doesn't take that long. Luckily. Fortunately, I had to mess it up apparently. I started average mode. Everything is going wrong.
No, it was easy.
No, it switched before because I held right too early.
You had the bow.
Oh. I'm messing up everywhere then. There we go. What am I doing? I'm forgetting everything. I actually kind of forgot this incentive existed, so I didn't practice it, unfortunately. Because I shouldn't have rewinded it yet. I have to save here, or I want to save. So easy mode halves boss HP for the most part. And it also gives you extra saves and extra platforms that make game platforming easier. Let's not screw it up again. It's just one muscle memory. That's better. Let's do the screen. Okay. One more part to go. Now we do the same thing again. We pretty much it in the boss in the portal room. Now we are in the boss rush. Rebinding again. Saving. Going to the Sovereign portal. If I beat the boss here, it doesn't roll the credits. So now the Sovereign portal in the main hub room is unlocked. How do I get out of here though? There's a really nice save here. If you reload from this, you just get back here. So yeah. And now we go to the Sovereign portal and beat the game. Optimizing this run would be absolutely terrible. That's why no one does it. So you can see he dies a lot faster.
Rip.
So this is basically the run. It's just the same final boss over again. Also, the music gets muted if you shoot on the frame after you skip the intro cutscene. Which is not good because I don't have any CDs to play right now. And I'm gonna get a one cycle. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess yes. Yep, that was hard. I wanted to do this boss as Sonic, but it's really inconsistent. Sonic can skip the second phase by just jumping out of the screen at the top. But it's really hard to do phase 3 with him, because he moves so weirdly. Even if I die here, I'm just gonna call it a run, because this is pretty uneventful compared to the run we just had. Pretty sure that touched me, but I'm not gonna complain. Unfortunately, we still can't listen to the credits song now, because if you play on easy mode, you don't get the credits song. You get the La 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 CD instead. So yeah, that's a wrong 1% run. I think it's pretty obvious why no one runs this. Like, optimizing this would be like not switching away from Sonic, not rebinding reload to shoot, but doing it like frame perfectly the other way. Yeah, it's not a very fun category to run. And that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the run. It was a bit worse than I hoped it would be, but that's fine. It's not an easy game to run. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for meeting the donation incentives, and have fun with the rest of the marathon.